Okay, everybody, I'm live, but I'm just waiting for my guests to come in. Something happened with this Facebook stuff, and it's going crazy. We're back.
It's like doo, doo, doo.
We should be live.
Yeah, it says live. Been live a minute.
Are we good?
I think we are good.
All right. Let's see.
Gotta love technology.
I had it set, and it even said there I had it set.
It's interesting.
I don't get it. Oh, shut up, Jody. And we're live, and we're public, and we're good.
Sweet.
Yay. Ay, ay, ay. What we go through, right? Sorry, everybody that was watching or trying to. Yes, we're live. Woohoo! So, welcome to Crossroads. This should be fun, huh?
Oh, yeah. Will be.
Just, oh God. Yes, we're here. So my friend asked me, are we here? No, we're in another town.
Nope, we're not here at all.
No, I don't see anything. Do you see anybody?
Yeah, Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. Technology sucks. I'm Jody, and we have Anthony and Debbie and John as co-hosting tonight, and our special guest tonight is Brandon.
Hey, everybody.
Yay. Woohoo. Welcome back, Brandon.
Thank you.
Aren't you glad to be here when we have technology problems?
Hey, it seems like it always happens.
And I'm not technology good at all of this stuff. I'm kind of retarded when it comes to all this. Oh, I can't help it. My husband laughs at me all the time.
I can only imagine.
Because we just got new phones and I still can't do them right. I still can't get my emails on the phone because it won't work.
Well, did you get an iPhone or did you get an Android?
An iPhone.
I was about to ask the same question.
Why.
That's why.
I went to AT&T. I wasn't even going to get a new phone. My husband needed one. And he says, they're having a deal. Come down here. I'm like, do I have to? My phone was fine. Hi, Cindy. So, Mr. Brandon.
Yes.
You got to tell us all about yourself for those people that are watching that don't know you.
Okay. So I'm Brandon. I'm the founder of Light Within the Paranormal. I'm also a co-host of paranormal podcast, Light Within the Unknown. I also found the Lehigh Valley Paranormal Team. Found that back in 2019. Started off just, being in the Allentown, Bethlehem area and kind of just expanded out. And in 2020, changed up the name from Lehigh Valley to Light Within the Paranormal. Part of that was because as somebody asked me, they said, why do you have it for Lehigh Valley when you guys travel all over? And I was like, okay, well, that's a valid question. So
yeah,
that's what made the change of the name. But yes, I still run both of the pages. Both of them are kind of falling under my name. Normally, if something comes in for Lehigh Valley, I kind of shoot it over to my other team page and kind of go from there for helping out people. We do public events as well as just doing privates. We always like to do like a collaboration with other people from other teams. Jody was out there with us for one of them. So it was like having people come out and help or, just investigate with us overall. So
The Yingling Mansion. Ooh.
that one was really good.
You got to get into the Yingling Brewery next.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, that place is really very active. I won't tell you all the good stuff that happened there, but it's very, very active.
Yeah, it is. I know you told me before about possibly getting in there, so it's like we definitely got to make that happen at some point.
Yeah, they have new people running the place, so you got to worry whether they'll say yes or not, but you know how it is.
Very true.
How is it, Jody? Are they not? They're not paranormal friendly. Is that what it is? Or?
That's right.
Okay.
They are for the mansion,
Mm-hmm.
but not for the brewery. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, they have to safeguard their image. You know, it's a brand, and I don't know. Maybe they're just cautious about how it's marketed or anything that comes its way. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Well, there were a few things that happened in there. I don't think they want people knowing.
Oh, okay.
Well, you said that your husband used to work there at the brewery.
Yes, he
right?
did. Yep.
Up there. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd come home every night stinking of beer. Yeah, it was lovely.
It's your favorite, isn't it?
Not anymore.
No. Okay.
No. If I drank Yingling, I would have loss of memory, so I'd have to go to different kinds of beer. I don't know what it is about Yingling beer, but it just would. I'd have like this amnesia.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Not a beer fan.
No.
Nope.
Mm.
So as you're going through now, you said that you're down during the lower part of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Going through there, so I know that area is a lot more metropolitan, if I will say. There are more people down there than where I'm at. Here, pretty much smack dab in the center of the state. Do you handle more residential or more like, public investigations more? Like, which do you handle more?
Recently, it's been more of like the public investigations. We've had maybe about a dozen residential cases from pretty much when I started up in 2019. So it's been more so like, like the public areas, like the named places compared to the residentials. But me personally, though, I always enjoy helping out the residentials and, helping people, try to understand what's there, whether it's a past relative or somebody that lived in the house before, or even if it's like a spirit that followed them from one location to another type of layout. So
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, people were asking me if we were live. They were private messaging me. Yes, we are now. We were having technical difficulties.
Oh, oops. Got to hit on the comments before. I have it over on private chat, so I didn't see anything. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, if you have
Darren,
any questions, just ask them in the chat room, and we'll send them over to Brandon. Woohoo!
And if you'd like, feel free to share this video out on Facebook to some friends and family. Get them involved. If you have any experiences or questions or anything like that, you can ask all of us and get our opinion on things. It's just it's a fun hangout, I think.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yep. We haven't had Anthony on for a while. He was very busy, so it's good to see you back.
I'm back. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm in Seaford, Delaware. So.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been here. Yeah. I was actually going to go. I was going to go out in this graveyard called the First Church, and do it there outside. But
that'd be cool.
I wanted to, but I was like scoping it out, and there's not really a place you can sit. I wanted to, because there's 4 governors of Delaware that are buried there. It's a Wikipedia page for it. It's on it. They have like the historic markers and stuff. I was like, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go have that as the backdrop, then like do an EVP session or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I didn't do it though. But.
Cindy, I'm glad you're feeling better.
See, what you'll need to do is you'll need to go live tomorrow and do a Crossroads exclusive and do like behind the scenes stuff in the Crossroads group.
Yes, you could do that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's good. You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, because I gave you full access to the Crossroads.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
There you go. So if you're not in the Crossroads group, go and check it out. Jody can put the link to join the Crossroads group in the comments for people to hang out and join. And what's nice about that too is you can always go back and watch, previous interviews with people and talks and hang out. So you can learn all more about Brandon, all of what he has going on too.
And you can see some of our stupid mistakes when we curse by accident.
No. I think we're all good for that at some point.
Yeah, we've had some guests that curse pretty much. It's fine though. We don't care.
Yeah, we curse, drink, we talk about sex.
We go way off.
It gets pretty X-rated or
by the end of this, and
I don't know about NC-17, but rated R.
Yeah, any kids watching, go to bed. We don't want to.
Shouldn't be up. It's bedtime.
Lose your mind. Yeah, it's not bedtime. Oh yeah, you can remote with Taryn.
There you go. That was a while ago. We did that. That was cool.
Keith says sex. Yes, with a big smile.
There you go.
You got it, Taryn. It's right up your alley. We go way off the beaten path of paranormal by the end of this show every week.
I think we're on our way there. We're not even.
Yeah, we took an exit off of the highway.
We're taking a low brief detour.
Yeah, we are going in some very
well,
weird
before
terrain.
We came on, we were planning things that I can't talk about right now. That person still did not knock on my door.
Oh, geez.
So we go right from that to this. So that's a bad leeway. That's such a bad leeway. See, now you have to explain this so people don't think you have.
Don't have her explain it now.
I'm going to go mute.
Are you crazy?
I need to know.
No.
I will. No, because Wes is in here and he's a policeman.
There you go.
He'll have to come down from Canada, and arrest me.
Oh my! He has no jurisdiction down here.
He doesn't need it.
We'll talk about it later, Wes.
Oh my! Oh boy.
So,
Brandon, anyway, we will get back to you.
Yeah, back to Brandon.
Correction, that's what I say. He's a correction officer. He's not.
I always say my police officer.
What has been your favorite place to investigate?
Ooh.
And why?
Favorite place to investigate so far? Our plan to stay has been the Shanley Hotel. And just because every time I've been up there, there's always something going on. You always get, whether it's REM pod going off or you get EVPs, there's always some sort of activity always going on every time you go up there. And it's normally not the same stuff every time you go either. Like one time you go up, you might have your REM pod going off constantly. Next time you go up, you'll have like the cat balls going off constantly. So it's always like a mix up of something else going on and off.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite places.
Sal. He's up there bugging the shit out of everybody.
Who?
Sal.
Sal, yeah.
I love Sal. I miss him.
And what's your favorite piece of equipment to use?
My favorite piece of equipment to use is I had to say a video camera, just because you can do the video and audio. That and a regular recorder, just like an audio recorder. I always use the video to kind of do like a confirmation of let's say if you have like one of the audio recorders kind of like over in the distance, and if you hear something, you could kind of make sure that there's nobody in that area. So it gives you like that double verification of, hey, there was really nobody there when there was that audio clip coming through. It was definitely something out of the ordinary.
I like getting that confirmation that way.
We just talked about that. Taryn talked about it in her show last night about that. That we heard in real time, and I was videotaping, and now I still haven't reviewed it. Once I get back and review that, like if the audio picked up what we heard, you know what I mean?
Right.
Get the video and the audio and just all that. Yeah, I still think the video camera, your mind and your video camera. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like using the video camera because I sit and I can slow it down and I can rewind and I can keep going back and forth and checking things out.
Mm-hmm. What's nice too about using video too, there are so many ways now that either you can do it through Bluetooth or even through just an aux cord. You can actually put and use your recorder for the audio for the actual video too. So if you have that video editing software like Adobe Premiere or Wondershare or whatever, you can actually go and do that, listen to the audio, and you have the video at the same time. And so, like, I see a lot of people doing that nowadays, and it's cool to see how much more you get with your, full film. It's just cool to see.
I edit everything on Roxio. Do you ever use Roxio?
I haven't, no.
No, I haven't either.
It's a good program.
I always use what's it called? Audacity. I use Audacity for audio. I was trying to find a video program. I know like the one I normally use is like Windows for right now, but I'm trying to see what other programs people use. I'm always open to hear other ones.
I think the best bang for your buck, if you were to go out and do some more things with video, is, I hate to say it, before they used to go, you have to buy the program for your desktop. But now what's nice is Adobe has the whole Premiere Studio set up. So you get Adobe Premiere, you get, all the things that go with it. And I know that one, it's a monthly subscription. So if you do produce content a lot and you do film a lot, that's great to use. That's actually what a lot of TV shows use too. I know that Project Fear uses it too, just as an example. But the one that I use is the Wondershare Filmora, and it's been pretty decent. You have a good laptop, a good gaming laptop too for storage. It's excellent.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for those those to look into. I appreciate that.
No problem. So Keith says 3 things to use for sure: 1, a camera; 2, a voice recorder; and 3, an interactive device, EDI. Gotcha. I've never used an EDI meter.
I never did either. I've never heard of it.
I have 2 of them, and neither one of them work.
Really?
Yeah. The first one I bought, I used it maybe a handful of times, and the boot started melting, so it melted part of the plastic. Anthony. And it doesn't keep the batteries charged at all, to the point where it's like if you use it for 2 hours, the batteries die really fast in it.
And what does it do? Is it like an audio recorder?
So they pick up, at least the ones that I have, they pick up temperature change. They pick up so pretty much what you do is like if you put it down on the ground, you could use it for.
Oh, okay, Wes. I'm sorry. Yeah, you did.
Some of them use I guess you could say it's like a vibration. They have the setting on the bottom for a vibration, and it also has the temperature control. And you could also pop in one of the SD cards. You could put it up in the top, and it'll record everything that's catching, so you can see the fluctuation difference on how it is.
I pulled it up here on GoStop too. What's nice is that it also does more with pressure and humidity. So if any of our more sciencey friends out there, Mom, who like to look at that too, it's nice because not only does it measure the things that Brandon mentioned, but it goes into that extra step of things that we don't think about, not just static, but an EMF, but even that next step. So it's cool.
Well, Wes says the EMF, yeah.
He's based on.
Keith just put a link up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's hard. I tried to get one last year, and it's on back order, sold out. They're hard to find. If you try to buy it away from him, it's more expensive. You usually buy almost $100, depending where you go. Yeah, it's usually sold out. It's hard to keep up with demand. During the pandemic, I think he stopped manufacturing there for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, he's an engineer.
I see. That's cool though.
Yeah, I mean, they are really cool pieces of equipment. They really are. It's just I just haven't had any luck with them, working for longer than 2 hours.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite piece of evidence that you got?
Favorite piece of evidence I got was I probably have to say it was actually something that got sent over to me from somebody. I was actually sleeping at the Shanley, and the person put a REM pod in the room with me. They were like, "Hey," they were like, "We're just gonna put a REM pod in the room." I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And you hear it sounds like a child footsteps running down the hallway.
Ooh.
On like thing like outside, and then you hear the REM pod go off not even 20 seconds later. So it's like I think it's like that's one of them that really sticks out. And then there was another one over at Boobies, which the Boobies one I think I liked a whole lot more than that one. But it was like fell into like the top 3 or like the top 4 that got shared with me. For evidence that I caught, it was Boobies. You hear somebody running up the steps, and we were all the way down in the catacombs, and it was me and one other person, and you hear something going up the steps, like you can hear it on the audio recorder, but you don't hear it in regular time, like you're not hearing it like normal ears, you're hearing it on the audio recorder.
Okay.
And then it was just crazy because it's like there were like 5 things in a matter of like not even a 20-minute audio session. Like that was just one of 5 things. Another one was there was a little kid that was like within the first minute, turn on the recorder and you hear it sounds like a little kid's like saying hi or yes or something of that sort. And it was like high pitched too. So it's like, I don't know how to even grasp it. Yep, that was at Boobies. So there was those.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that place is pretty active.
It is. It really is.
I haven't been there yet.
Hoping to later this year.
You have to.
It's a very active place. Especially down the catacombs. I was ready to say that. The catacombs.
Especially down
really
there. I went all the way down to the bottom because the catacombs has 2 different levels. There's the upper catacombs and the lower. I was down in the lower when I caught like all that stuff, like all the audio. And I had a motion sensor light up in the top part, and pretty much me and the other person, we were wrapping up to go meet up with everybody else because we were down there for I think around 40-45 minutes, and I could not get my motion light. I just cannot do it. Like something was like stopping me from going up to like that part of the catacombs, and I was like, I just can't do it. I just
wow.
It took like an extra few minutes to actually just like reach it. Like I just could not go up past that threshold. So
that's cool. You guys have to get there. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Were you ever there, Anthony?
Mm-mm.
I know that I was talking with Chad, I had mentioned before, about scheduling a time for us to go there and join them on one of the investigations. So an event might be coming here later on this year. So that'll be kind of cool.
Ooh.
I haven't been to a lot of the popular spots, as I call them. Haven't been to the Conjuring House. I haven't been to Hinsdale.
Well, we're going to have to plan it then, Anthony. What do you know?
I don't want to go to Hinsdale for personal reasons.
Road trip.
The Conjuring House, I do want to go. Yeah, Conjuring House.
I want to go back to Hillview.
No.
That place is really good.
Have any of y'all been to the Conjuring House?
No.
And no, Anthony said no. No? Oh, okay.
You going to take us there, Brandon?
I haven't been up there in years.
It's okay. At least you were there, right?
Yeah.
So what was it like for you then? Because I know that
tell us about it.
it's very, it's very popular right now. What were your, what did you get? What were your thoughts of it? What did you feel while you were there? Because I've heard a lot of mixed things from a lot of different people.
Yes.
So I went up in the wintertime, which I guess my personal recommendation would be if you're going to go up there, don't go up there when it's really cold outside, just because of like the insulation, because it being like an older farmhouse, so it's like it's not like as insulated compared to houses are like nowadays.
Right.
Because you were actually able to feel more so the cold temperature than kind of anything. So it's like I think that played kind of like a big factor of the night of being up there, because it's like you couldn't feel a whole lot of the temperature change because it was pretty cold in the house. And they did have like a heater going for us and everything, but it's like it didn't make like a whole lot of a difference because of it being so cold. I think it was like maybe I think it was in between 15 and 20 degrees when we went up there. So it was
brutal.
And yeah, so it's like it was quiet for the most part. I know I had something happen when I was sitting in the library reading one of the books, and I started reading a paragraph about God. Because I'm not sure if it was a Bible or if it was just like a book that was just talking about religion, but it was like one or the other.
Okay.
And it's like I started talking about it, and just like I had a K2 over to the side of me, and the K2 was spiking up every time I mentioned the word God. It just kept spiking up after every line. So had that happen, it just felt a little different because it's like, okay, it's just making that spike up constantly. And there was a bunch of us over there. There was 5 of us. So it was kind of quiet for the most part until like bedtime. Pretty much when you got ready to go to bed, you would always hear footsteps going up and down the steps on both sides. So pretty much the way how the house is laid out is like when you go into the farmhouse, there's a staircase that goes upstairs to the one. I guess you could say it was like the master bedroom, and then there was another staircase that takes you up to like where like the one kid's room was. They had 2 kids' rooms next to each other, and then they had another room in the middle. Then they had the like the master bedroom, mom and dad room over the front half of it. And the staircase that was near me for the night was in the master. It was in the master bedroom one, which would take you down to the front door if you go down the steps. And you just constantly heard creaking the whole entire night. It sounded like somebody was kind of going up and down the steps the whole entire time. So it was really hard to get any kind of sleep or to get any kind of rest when you were there. Heard knocking on the roof once or twice. When I was in the middle, when we were in the middle room, when we were just there investigating, you heard some knocking on there. Actually had some that follow. There was some that followed me around the house when we were up there. We were communicating with whatever spirit we were communicating with in the middle room, and all you felt was something cold. Like it was like colder than normal, because obviously with you being in there, you could kind of get like a grasp of how it feels cold wise compared to being outside, or the way like how the house is when you first walk in. But yeah, you were like everybody experienced it, because whatever it was followed me downstairs and blocked all the heat. Because like I walked past the heater and it stopped right in front of the heater. And a couple of people that were there, they were like, did something follow you from upstairs? And I was like, possibly. Why? And they're like, well, because blocking the heat, we have no heat coming towards us anymore. Like there's no heat. So I was like, oh. I was like, well, didn't mean to do that, but
I mean, it's interesting because although we haven't been there, I don't know if you guys have seen there are 2 documentaries about the Conjuring house that stick out in my head that I've seen.
Okay.
Sleepless Unrest with Brian Rochelle, who were just on a couple weeks ago, and then the Harrisville Haunting that was done by Matt Benton. It's interesting to see and hear some of the experiences that other people have. And also while you watch that, so how you mentioned the attic thing, I think, Mom, help me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong with this, they were having things, and they were feeling and hearing things up in the attic as well, like up near the roof, that crawl space.
Yeah, they ended up ripping it open and put a camera up there, put a recorder up there, and so they were able to catch some things.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I think during the Harrisville Haunting,
hi Greggy Pooh,
I think they were also discussing things that were going on about temperature too. And there was I think it was Eric who saw Matt come out of the house, but Matt was in the house, or vice versa, one of the two. And there was just something that seemed like it was following him. So that doesn't surprise me that you were feeling like there was something following you. And then with that, and what's interesting about that too is that they also went up to film that during winter as well.
Oh,
so,
that is really weird.
Do you get do you do any cleansing of yourself, Brandon?
I always do a prayer. Well, after after the Conjuring House, I've always done prayers before investigations and after investigations. Just because I did have someone to follow me home from the Conjuring House. Now it didn't stay around too long, but and the reason I'm saying that is because it was probably around for maybe 3 weeks, because it's like it just felt off. Like then, like going back home, you know how when you walk back home, the feeling of home. Like it's like okay, it's comforting. There's something off about it. Whatever the environment is or energy of your home, and for the 3 weeks of coming back, it just felt like somebody was watching me. Just like every movement I was doing, I would go to sleep. Somebody was watching me from the doorway. I would, go to the bathroom. Had a feeling somebody was watching me. I would go hop in the shower. Feel like somebody's watching me from the current. And I'm like, it was just one of those things where it's like something followed. And I was like, I just, didn't know what the intentions were or anything. So I just ignored it. And within like I said, it was around 3 weeks. The feeling just went back to normal. It was gone. So.
Yeah, because we teach the kids at teen camp about how to cleanse themselves before they go into a property and when they leave. Because kids are very susceptible.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are.
We don't want them taking any spirits home.
No. No.
Especially from Penhurst when they go up there. It's like, no.
Well, one of my, I guess you could say one of the people that was on my team, I went over to Bobby Mackey's with a bunch of people from Trinity and Riverbend. It's not. It's a branch of Riverbend. It's not Brian and Rochelle's team. It's the one that's over in Indiana. And
Okay.
there was a couple. So there was a couple of them that were down there from Indiana. A couple of people from Trinity Paranormal over in New York, and me and the person on my team, we were all down there at Bobby Mackey's for an investigation. And he actually has someone to follow him home. And he never told me until about a year and a half ago is when he told me. And he actually dropped it off here at my house.
Yay.
And needless to say, we got rid of it, but it was just weird at how it followed him to the point where it kind of separated here at the house. And I was like, we were like, no, the house just fell off. And, you put up protection and everything else around it, around you and the place that you live in. And it was just weird though, because it's like there was never no conversation of it ever coming up. Person never told me. And that night when he was here, he was like, I had someone to follow me home from Bobby Mackey's. He was like, there was two things that followed me home. There was one thing acting like a little girl, and there was another thing that was acting like it was a man, like it was like the protector of the little girl, like he was like her father or her grandfather or something, type of father figure watching over her. And it was just odd because following day it was like, well, same night you felt the whole time, somebody's watching you, house is off. And I was like, it's not normal here. So
yeah, some of these comments are some are funny, so I'm not laughing at you. It's like,
oh no, I know.
So
I actually just peeked over at him.
Make it alone.
I think. Sorry, I'm going to pull a pedal here. I disagree that I think you can investigate by yourself if you are well-rounded in the mystic arts of protection, or whatever you want to call it. If you believe that, thought forms are very important. I think the things you really got to worry about investigating alone is getting hurt, or somebody not there to rescue, or somebody doesn't know you're there. I think that's the only reason, really, in my opinion. I think if you're trained in negative cases or you understand all that, you should be able to protect yourself, and you should go into nothing serious, like we said about tomorrow. I'm going to go in that graveyard alone. Should I be going there alone? Should I investigate alone? I don't see a problem with it. I know how to protect myself. There's a couple things in the paranormal that are unwritten rules, like can't use a Ouija board, you can't investigate alone. I totally disagree with both of those. But I mean, I'm not saying that, everyone has their own opinion, but I just wanted to throw it out there. But I think the number one thing is safety. So if you go alone,
safety is number one, yeah.
Safety. Otherwise, I mean, like if you're new to the field, I don't think you should go alone, just because some people freak themselves out, and then that can develop and manifest into something. And
Right.
you think it's an attachment, but you could have like a lot of anxiety, and you come back and you could manifest something that comes into form where, because of your fear and your anxiety, and negativity can come from that and all that.
Very true.
Fears
There are a lot of self-manifested entities. That's what I call it. It's just a self-manifested energy that you are bringing to yourself when you allow, when you get so engrossed in I don't want to say paranoia, but you're so engrossed in this sort of thing, that heaviness. If you don't expect it to come, what you put out is what you're going to get back. If you don't expect that to happen, I mean, it's a perfect blend of law of attraction and law of manifestation, in the darker side of that. But it makes complete sense to me.
I don't believe in antagonizing spirits either.
No.
Because we had a person on our team that used to do that, and I used to get so mad at him. I said, "You go sit in the car. You're done." It's like you're just making it hard on everybody, and it's not good. You're supposed to respect them and just.
You mean like antagonize, like GA antagonize, or?
Oh,
I love
yeah.
Oh, you guys knew what I'm talking about.
We don't know.
Like, because you mean something like that, like provoke, like really, like
provoking. Yes, provoking.
Mm.
I don't like the idea of provoking.
I think it's disrespectful, for sure.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's arrogant.
So, like, for example, I know Wes is watching, so he's a correctional officer. Even when we were at West Virginia Penitentiary, I was still respectful. There's still, and this is the thing that a lot of people, may know. There's a human side of everything.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you, John. I'm laughing at Greg's.
Yeah, Greg's.
Greg, there's
Greg and Wes, they're going back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
That's funny. I have it pulled up. I'm watching it too. You have the humanity part of things.
I'm sorry. Just keep talking, John. It's for Greg.
It's for Greg.
Mm-hmm. It's his banana.
See, here we go. We're going this way.
Yeah, really.
This is because of when he was on the show, he was playing with his banana.
Yeah. See, John lost his thought.
No, I'm like, oh my.
This is Brookie's fault. Brooke got him this, and she sent me one.
I just saw that she posted some like pillows, and
aren't they cool?
Like, they have literally the one blanket that I have. I'm actually sitting on it right now. It has ghosts on it, so it works.
Now you need a pillow to go with it.
Right.
No, I'm sorry I made you lose your track of thought, but this is what Brooke did on the show. She just did this, and she just kept talking real serious.
It makes sense because although you're in a prison, yes, you have some very potentially dark people that were housed there. It comes down to the point that these people were once still humans, and if you just walk in there saying, "Oh, blah 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 blah," they're just going to be like, "Fuck you, buddy!" Like, no, they're not going to talk. They're not going to want to interact. They'll push you around, push you across the railing, push you off the railing. Whatever happens. But you don't. And
Kenny Biddle, I miss you.
There you go. Yes. I've been seeing a lot of things and a lot of headlines about the fort.
Yes, it got flooded out pretty bad.
Oh, that's not good.
No. Just a whistle, John.
Just a whistle, John. Yeah, I know. Nope, not going to do that.
Yes, I miss you, Kenny. I miss you, Greg. And Wessie. All these really cool guys to investigate with. Well, Kenny doesn't investigate. He just tries to scare me when I walk into rooms.
Jeez.
Don't you, Kenny? He nearly made me pee my pants the one time when I went to the Hoover House.
What'd you do? Did he catch you off guard and try to scare you?
Yes, he comes over like really loud. Like I had no idea where he was and
oh, jeez.
thought it was funny as hell. Yeah.
I'm sure he was just trying to make sure you're awake, Jody. It's okay.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
I
He just snuck into the room and screamed at me.
Well, okay. I didn't go that far to somebody, but I was going to say there was somebody that was on my team before. We were over at the Lookout House when Pam and Steve had that,
Mm-hmm.
and we were investigating there, and they were in the room across where Pam and Steve normally stayed. That bedroom right there, the one that the TV would turn on and everything else. And the door was cracked, and I literally went downstairs to go get a drink really quick because they were moving from one room into that room. And I come upstairs and I see that the door is cracked, and I'm just peeking in. And it was the worst timing ever because I push open the door. At the same time I push open the door, the Boo Bear went off and a REM pod went off at the same time. The person that was sitting on the closest side of the bed flew across the bed. I was like, oh. I was like, I could not replicate that to save my life.
So, do you have any upcoming investigations you're looking forward to?
So right now, kind of in the midst of trying to find some places that are nearby and that aren't like super expensive.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. It's been a challenge so far. So far, the only two that I kind of came across that I'm still working on is one is called the Sayre Theater, which is up north, kind of on the border of New York and PA. And then the other one is Keystone Theater.
Oh.
So both of those two. Keystone's a little bit above Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. So I'm waiting to hear back from them.
About an hour and a half for me. So
cool. Oh, really? Is it?
Check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if once I hear back from them and get dates all confirmed, I'll reach out to you guys, and think if you guys want to come on up, we can definitely do that. Because I think it's like an hour and a half away from me.
John, you have some good stuff there.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, Williamsport. So Mom and I, we're in the Williamsport area. This area, while it's open to some things, Williamsport's a cult town, and if you're not in, you are not in. And the unfortunate part is that a lot of the places around here are, owned by some of the people, of course, who are involved. So when it comes to different things like that, they're very big on the history part, and they're very big on wanting to keep that culture open to just because, with Little League here and
that's
some of the historical parts of it, they're wanting to keep that there. They don't want to have that sort of image involved with it because, like the Genetti Hotel, I mean, they know that it's haunted. They know for a fact that there are things, and they have embraced it to a certain extent because they literally have a picture of a little girl apparition in their ballroom, in their ballroom, on their wall in the hallway as you're going towards their parking lot. So they embrace it, but they also don't want to have that stigma of, it's the haunted hotel. Right. You look at it from the outside, it's haunted. But you get my point. There are so many places that are around here that I know will be excellent places to check out. It's just having the open-mindedness is not really too keen here, But there are a lot of great places. Like, if you're okay with outdoor places, there are a lot of different, small town folklore, urban legends, but some true hauntings. There's Allison's Grave, which is just not too far from here. And then the big one is the ghost town of Elvira. That one is a good one. But that one is definitely one where you need your hiking shoes. But
you have some good spots, Anthony, where you live.
What? Oh, you're throwing me under?
I'm throwing you under the bus.
I personally have an interesting view on things philosophically, where I feel like you could be anywhere and experience mental or natural phenomenon. You could experience mental, physical phenomenon. I don't think there's just one location that you can go to. You can be in right now. I can have an experience maybe in this room.
Hi, TK.
In terms of popular places, obviously, you got White Hill over by me.
Right.
That place is awesome.
Yeah,
We're taking the kids there this year.
Penitentiary. But yeah, our favorite that they don't allow paranormal investigations anymore. Eastern Penn.
State.
Yeah.
Eastern State. That's Eastern State Penitentiary.
Oh, I know. We were just talking about that today. I'm so
Fort
mad.
Mifflin. You got Fort. I mean, there's so much by where I'm at, obviously, because the big city. So there's always going to be locations. So we mentioned Lizzie Borden house. It's been a while since I felt a little bit of discomfort, fear, I guess. Would you call it the third floor? Especially when the owner, when I went there and stayed, the owner used to stay in the third floor. So when you go up the stairs, you make an immediate left, and she used to stay in that room. And the guy that was going around and giving us a tour was explaining about her experience, about the chair, about it moving, or she saw it being by her bed. She couldn't stay in the house anymore, so she would stay in that garage, that gift shop. Now she passed away, R.I.P. But that third floor, I had no idea. I went in there thinking I knew the place, and then it was. I wish I booked a room up there, because I think you can book a room up there if I'm correct. I think you can stay.
I don't know. I never went there.
Because I stayed in the room where my mother was murdered. They have a framed picture of the bloody scene. It's very controversial, because she did an amazing. She spent over $500,000 to completely renovate it into the period that it was at the time. Yes, she spent a lot of money. It's unbelievable. But they were open to Ouija board use. So they had Ouija boards in the living room. You can use it. They have a 100-year-old Ouija board in there. So it was like this wood Ouija board, and of course I used it. I had a mother with her mother. I had a woman with her mother, and then a couple was there that I'm still friends with, because when you go there and you meet people, you become like friends with them. It's like a
bond.
Yeah, it's like a bond. And they were from Indiana. He was like all into death metal, and that's why we kind of bonded, And so we were right off the bat, we're like going to be friends for life. And nobody really wanted to do it. They did it for a little bit, and I was just like, oh, I want to play with it, because like the chair where the father was murdered. I mean, the love chair. And then of course what do they have? They have the death scene, like a framed picture of it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it's not for everybody. It was hard to sleep at night.
I bet.
Sabrina stayed in the room where the mother was murdered. And
really?
Ouija board, and I tell you, I don't believe in that, because I do believe in that, the effect where what is it, iodometer effect, But I swear I took my hands off of it, because I was like demanding. So you said provocation. I was just like, I want to know who the murderers are, and it moved to A. So and it just stopped after A. Like I tried to mess with it. I'm like, oh my god, it's spelling out. So if people don't know, the A, there's one of the prime suspects was not just Lizzie, was her sister. A lot of people believe it's the sister that she was seen more tomboyish and tough. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of people that point the finger that she murdered her parents. So like I was ecstatic. I was super tired, but I was like, oh my gosh. I swear I didn't move it to A, but I mean, I don't know. It was late and I was tired, but I was like, oh, maybe it's spelling out the sister's name, because her name. Yeah, I don't know.
Sabrina says Fort Mifflin, and I agree with her.
Yeah, Fort Mifflin. I wanted to go, Brendan. I wanted to go back to the Conjuring house. You mentioned that when you were reading something, you mentioned the word God. Every time you said the word God, that the meter would go off. What are your theories on that? What are your thoughts on that? Why it would go off because of the word God?
Well, at the time I was thinking, because it was the only piece of equipment that was out, and I did do like a K2 sweep to make sure, like there was no EMF that was playing any part of it. Used to just a normal sweep of it to make sure, and I even tried like moving it into a different spot of the room, and every time when I moved into a different spot, it just did it again. So I just thought it was just something just trying to just get my attention from, hey, there's something here. You don't got to go much further or anything else outside of saying the word God. That's how I kind of thought of it.
That's a good place too, Sabrina.
Sabrina is lived longer in Jersey. That's more of a question for her. She was born and raised in Philly and lived in South Jersey. I only lived in this area since 2013. She knows more. I mean, I've been to Burlington Prison on my birthday. We investigated. That was something else. I was with Taryn. That was fun.
Mhm. Yeah, that place is pretty active.
Never heard of that place before.
Because of the craziness. I mean, people were hung.
Yeah,
It's still there. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. That place is really hopping.
it's not for the faint of heart. Like I do believe that some people that just kind of go on and investigate, they may be like, new to the field and they run with their emotions to start off slow before they go right to
that's not a good place to take them.
now content chasers, they go right to the kill,
Just throw them right into prison.
I'm gonna go to Devil's Island where Homeboy went. I want to go. I got to get on a kayak and go over there with all my equipment and like they got to. Everyone's gonna go to where they don't want to know boring.
I want to go to Alcatraz.
I don't think you're allowed on there, are you?
No, I don't
Not
think
to investigate.
they're allowing it anymore.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah.
No, my daughter went there with the Air Force,
I did
and
see
she
your
gets me a thing for the refrigerator that says my daughter was in Alcatraz. Like, really? I want to be in Alcatraz.
No, Jody, we're gonna ship you directly off to Pavaglia Island, right off of Italy. That's where we're gonna send you.
I want to go.
You coming with me?
Yeah.
Okay. We're off.
Yep.
There you go. An island that's built mainly from human ash. There you go.
Ooh.
Well, you can't tell me it's not going to be active then.
Yeah. Well, Debbie and I will find lots of good stuff, right, Deb?
I got an idea.
There you go.
And they're not coming home with me because I'm not allowed.
All of a sudden, you guys would just like set up a video chat. Hey guys, we're over here.
Yeah, come help us. Get us out of here. Yeah, they'll just drop us off, Debbie, and they'll never come back for us.
Well,
Hi, Colleen.
On the third season of 28 Days Haunted International, here we go.
hey,
You
that'd be
two off
good.
to Pavaglia Island for a 28 days and see what happens.
Well, we could go to Versailles. That'd be good.
I'm sure y'all will go insane. Hi, Colleen.
I'm afraid of throwing an idea out there to investigate because it's somebody that's popular or well known might take it. But I'm going to say it because I don't care. I really don't. Antarctica.
Ooh.
I don't know why. I mean, I think just places that you don't really hear anybody say, "Yeah, I investigated Antarctica or Greenland."
Yeah.
There has to be something.
There has to be activity there somewhere.
You never know.
I would love to go back and test out the theory of what I was intuitively seeing in Pompeii. I think it would be really cool to go and, of course, have a translator there and see what you get while walking through the ruins. Just have exclusive access to it to be able to go through, because like I said, that what I was intuitively seeing, what I was, communicating with there was not what is documented. So it would just be cool to see how the correlation works.
I want to go to the Myrtles.
Yeah, I think we're trying to plan something to go there.
Yeah, we are.
We're supposed to. It was supposed to be this year. Yeah.
Yep. See what's open and when we can get down there.
I've done
on the bus with us.
Let us know. And
they claim that nobody can stay overnight, that they all run and I don't believe that.
See, Sabrina's making fun of me. Oh man, I should have said anything.
Polar bear. She's probably laughing her butt off right now.
See, I'd be there to want to find all of the spirits of the penguins. Just saying.
See? I did not expect that. I'm sorry. I didn't expect you to say that. I didn't.
I didn't expect penguins coming out.
That caught me off guard. I didn't.
Has anybody been to Trans-Allegheny?
No.
Oh boy. I've been there.
No. They want to go there though.
3 or 4 times. Huh?
So no, I really like to check that out though. That one in the Burlington jail, or Burlington prison.
Yeah. That place is really good.
I want to so bad. Trans-Allegheny.
Well, see, Trans-Allegheny is really active and it's huge. So
That looks like
It
another
does
place.
take a whole night.
What's the other one? What's the other prison? I'm not prison. Sanitarium.
I think of Waverly Hills.
Yes. I heard great things. I heard
Been there, done that.
that's up there.
Me and Wes, Mr. Canada, eh? He was.
Sounds like she's bragging.
No.
I'm not bragging. I want to go down and get back to. I want to see Bobby Mackey's. I was supposed to see it when we were down there, and some of my team went to see it and didn't tell me about it until later.
Yeah, I heard that they're. I heard that they're redoing it. I think I heard that
Yeah,
they're doing some renovations to it.
Yep. Yeah, other people were saying that it was getting closed down for good, and it's not. They're just
redoing
renovating.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that, I think, the last show on all of the renovations they were doing, and everybody was freaking out. And from a business perspective, it would be really dumb to close that off completely. You know, I understand it's a night venue and it's a music venue, of course, with Bobby Mackey running it still.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, if they were to turn that off completely to the paranormal world, you know, that's a major cash cow that, you know.
I think they're letting you investigate up until February, and then they're closing it down to renovate.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much activity would go on during renovations?
Oh my God, those spirits are going to be pissed.
Mm. Yeah, I know that they were only letting people book like an investigation date during the week before. I think it was Monday through Thursday, because I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday was you know, like their main busy
shows and stuff.
Restaurants and shows and stuff. But again, I could be wrong. It might have been Sunday through Thursday, but I just know it was just like days during the week mainly. But
I want to go back to Hillview.
I've never been to Hillview yet.
Yeah.
That's another one that's on the list.
I want to go back to New Egypt Historical Society.
Where's that? You kind of broke up when you said.
Oh, New Egypt Historical Society. It's a New Egypt, New Jersey. It's out in the middle of the state. Yeah. That was a really good one. We still have to finish up on that. We got a lot of good stuff. So.
Yeah, we got to all go back to Fort Mifflin, help them get the flood out of there. Spirits are swimming in Fort Mifflin right now.
At least it's not what we talked about at the beginning of the show. They're swimming in water.
Stop it.
True. Very true.
Break out the banana.
Guess where?
Break out the banana.
Here you go, Greggy Poo. The check is in the mailbox, by the way. He did message me.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I don't want to know why.
I don't have to go to jail.
I hope it's in
Anthony?
paranormal investigations.
No, I had nothing to do with paranormal.
The deed is done. The check is in the mailbox.
The check is in the mail.
She set herself up on that one. That was an easy one.
I know. This time of night, it doesn't take much.
We're getting delusional.
Yeah, I get delusional, and
That's funny.
What were we talking about?
One place that I think would be really cool to go and check out, and I know a lot of people have been out there. It's one of the most infamous places out west, but the Old Washoe Club. I think it was super cool. I know that Shane and Josh and Michelle LeBaron are planning an event later on this year, and I'm like, it'll be so cool to go. But that's a bit of a distance.
Well, Tombstone is really cool too.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many bucket lists.
I've never been out west yet, but I heard that's really cool though. Just that whole area.
Well, we just have to get a big bus and just travel for like 6 months.
That sounds like a TV show series that you should pitch. The Paranormal Bus. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just started envisioning.
And you could call it Crossroads because you're going across the roads. Oh man, this is awesome.
I can pitch it on half. We'll talk after the show.
Yeah, the 5 of us in Sabrina. Yeah, we'll all hit the bus and we'll go. I
can see Jody. Jody would love it. That'd be good.
That's right.
I'd love that.
That'd be fun. With the
That'd be
kids.
pretty cool.
Make the bus in the back, where you can sleep back there. We don't have to rent rooms.
See, no,
Well,
what we're going to
another
do
reason
is
to
if we go out
camper.
west, we'll go and investigate Owacho Club, and then we'll get rooms at the Old Room Hotel.
That's a good
Ooh.
idea.
See? See?
Well,
What's
my
not
just
helpful,
hot air
though,
here.
my daughter
But
lives in
although
Alaska.
you won't
and
get
they're-
any sleep, though. You get very, very, very little sleep.
I know. Well, my daughter lives in Alaska, and she said there's a lot of activity in Alaska.
That doesn't
There's a
surprise
lot of-
polar bear or
Not
moose.
the moose go up to her house, and they eat the ice, the salt that she puts out there for the ice.
Mhm.
And she has one of those cameras that catch it all, and they're out there eating it
fun.
all.
No, I'm sorry. It's not going to be moose or polar bear. It's going to be Bumble from Rudolph. He's up there,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Nice. Oh, the
Come
Queen
on.
Mary. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never investigated a ship. Well,
That's a big one. I mean, I was
I
like,
can't say investigated, but
And what's Sabrina saying? The Thing.
because
movie.
we were talking about Antarctica, and then
The
Greg,
movie.
Greg mentioned Kurt Russell. He's in the movie. He's the main star.
Right.
The Thing, yeah, in the 80s. Yeah.
it's great.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I think if we contacted the Norwegians up there, because they have like quite a bit of stations, and said, "Hey, we're paranormal investigators. I'm part of this team. I want to bring some people with.
Mhm.
We're just curious about if there's any, like, because you wonder if the loneliness and other factors of the human factors manifestate something there that we may never have experienced or have never. It actually could. I don't know. It's interesting, and I wonder if they would see it as like more of a scientific approach. We go there like meet for research, and they just go, you know what? Nobody's ever come forward in that. Go ahead. I already, there's places you can stay there. It's very expensive, but I'm just curious, what kind of results you'd get if anything, It's just one of those things.
To pitch this show thing.
We went to Iceland, and there was a paranormal group that had a brick and mortar place in the boonies in South Iceland. We didn't know because we didn't do research. We didn't really go there for paranormal investigations. We didn't investigate at all. But there was a paranormal group. We're like, dang it. And they had this old factory and everything. We're like, oh, man, we would have had fun.
And you didn't bring your equipment.
No. They were closed and everything, but we could, they have a website.
They were busy doing other things.
Right.
They believe they're on a
It's just
different level.
blowing me off. You see that?
Yeah. Oh, it's just, they
Check
believe
the
He's
it's
trying to
email
keep a
box.
straight face. He's trying to keep a straight face. He really was. He was like, nope.
Yeah, you're just blowing me off, Anthony.
Sorry,
Choo, right over.
what,
That one hit the wall. Did you see that?
She's laughing.
Oh, so what do you have coming up, Brandon?
Coming up wise, really not too much. Still in the midst of finding places to book
That's right.
and doing all that kind of stuff. So always open to hear some recommendations if anybody has any.
Well, you're all welcome to come and help me with my teen camp, which is at the end of June. We're going to White Hill. I already threw it out to Anthony and Sabrina.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to shoot me over the dates, I don't mind. I don't mind
last
helping out
week.
being there for a day or two.
We're either going to go the first day to Muhammad Ali's camp, or I'm trying to get back into the Tamaqua Elks,
Okay.
which we've done several times, and that place is very active. We haven't been in there in a while, so
Yeah, I
try to change it up a little bit for the kids.
I think last time I was there, I think it was with you guys last time I was there.
Yeah. And was Kelly with?
Yeah.
I saw one of the posts that you'd done back in 2018. Somebody shared the memory about when you were at the Balladary Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is really cool.
Mm-hmm. That's in Gettysburg for
Yeah.
those who don't know. It was a field hospital, and then wasn't it something else too after I thought it was. I could be wrong. But
Yeah, that place was very active. Anything in Gettysburg.
Yes.
Any time of the day or night, you don't have to worry about it.
True. Very, very true.
and then next time we'll have to go squatching with Mr. Steve Dills and us.
Yes.
Come to the bash.
Yes. Are you coming to the bash, Brandon?
I plan on being there. Me and my fiance, we plan on coming down for at least for like Saturday. Just possibly just like a daytime thing.
Okay. Because
Like
we're going looking for Bigfoot.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Going squatching, squeeching.
I just want to watch John's face because the way he
So,
was talking, it sounded like you peed yourself.
oh my god, it was funny. It was
Beams up
cool,
of excitement.
possibly, or fear. One of the two. Because
He was
this
scared,
is the,
Debbie,
I
wasn't
think, it was I think Steve made a comment. It was either Steve or Chris. They were like, if we're out here looking for the Squatch, what happens if we run into the Squatch? What do we do after we find said Squatch?
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, we're out here. What are we going to do if we get it? Like, what can we do with it? We can't put it in a vehicle and take it
Shake
somewhere.
his hand
It's
and
too
take
big.
a picture with him.
It's like, what are
Can
we
I
doing?
get an autograph?
Can I just get a photo with you just to show everybody, hey, I met you. I met the Squatch.
Oh my
I
god!
want to hold him and squeeze him and call him mine. Oh my gosh,
Didn't
that's
they
funny.
say we want to have that? We want to tell Pam and Steve to do a Bigfoot hunt,
Oh, Squatch Watch.
Squatch watch. Are you
I don't
joining
know.
us,
Out,
Anthony?
Go for it.
out in the area where the Eisenhower
Free.
Hotel is, it wouldn't surprise me because it's practically like out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, they went last year, Anthony, and they didn't invite us.
Whoa. We did.
That
We
was
did.
all Steve and Andy's fault.
I know. Hi, Joan.
Madison, put it in my trunk. What's what we'll do? We're gonna kidnap the Squatch, and we're
You
just
gotta hog tie
gonna-
it first, though. You gotta hog tie it
Hog tie.
first.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
You can't move. So then it's like, then therefore it's like kind of like bind it up together, and then you'd be like, hey guys, look what I found.
Mm-hmm.
We're
But he
just
comes
wanting
out
you to
kicking.
come party with us at the bash.
Right?
Oh my God! Could you see us walking in the bash with
Pam, please don't get mad.
Bring a table.
We have a souvenir we'd like to
Don't be mad.
share.
It's like when you come home and then you look at your mom and you're like, please don't be mad. And they're like, oh shit, what did you do now?
It's like,
Well, everyone get a picture with him now because he's going to leave.
Photo ops.
Photo ops.
One time
Oh,
exclusive.
Joan said she'd hog tie it.
I love that thing. That's funny.
I think, what is he, like 10 feet tall or something? Like, really? Okay. Just a little big.
Well,
I'd
we
be
could
scared of
charge
humans,
$5
too.
a picture and put it to
There you
the fundraiser.
There you
There
go.
you go.
you make out like a bandit.
Okay. She wants to see John hog tie it.
No, what's gonna
Yeah,
happen
so
is
do
it's gonna
I.
Me too. I want video.
oh boy.
So do I.
No.
So, Anthony, if you go out investigating tomorrow, you need to take video and show us.
Video. You got my
Yeah.
phone or something? Or?
I want you to videotape your investigation
Mhm.
because you're going in a graveyard, right?
I don't have any. I have my company, the one I use for my work. I got a videotape, but what do you mean? Just go live? What do you mean? We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, whenever.
Because I don't have any of my equipment on me. I don't have anything.
Oh, that's a bummer. You should have.
Yeah. Because I'm not thinking of that when I'm.
I know you're working.
Yeah. There's some stuff out here. Yeah.
He's a busy man. Well, I think we're done for the night. What do you think, guys?
That's
Hello?
up to you guys.
It got quiet.
Yeah, it's like that. You ever have that second of silence out of nowhere? That was it.
Not
Every
at all.
7 minutes.
Yeah,
Is that
every
what it
7
is?
minutes there's an awkward moment of silence.
No, is there really? I never noticed
Yeah.
that.
Now that we said it, you'll pay attention.
think
Yeah, now
about
I'm
it.
gonna pay attention.
That's right.
And then we're in the middle
I'll
of the
be
show. You're
watching
gonna
my
be like,
clock. Oh, it's
7
that time
minutes.
again.
So you're like,
Well, next week we have Dave and Ernie on. Bert and Ernie. I always call them Bert and Ernie. Hopefully they'll make it this time.
Yeah, the past 2 times there have been tech issues or
Well, wasn't Ernie?
scheduling.
Ernie was sick last time, and then they
Yeah.
had time change. It's
It was fun.
all kinds of poopy stuff.
So, Brandon, where can people find you and your team?
you guys can find us on Facebook. I have up the Late Within the Unknown podcast page up, and then I also have Late Within the Paranormal. I have that page up as well.
Can you put it in the chat room?
Absolutely.
And then that way, when people watch this back, they can catch it up.
You might see some special guests later on in a couple episodes, potentially.
Mhm.
Yes. Yep. Everybody that likes the podcast page, you will definitely be seeing some great guests this year.
Wink, wink.
Pretty much have it all filled up mainly. I think there's like maybe 3 dates left for people if anybody wants to be a special guest or anything else of that sort.
Yeah.
Anthony wants to be a guest.
Jody's the Paris celebrity here. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I saw your smart ass thing that you wrote. I love you too. Yeah, I'm a paraceleb only on the weekends, right?
Mhm.
Only on Tuesdays
Okay.
And Thursdays.
and Thursdays.
Thursdays, yeah. Woo. In my dreams, right?
Mm.
Don't get paid for this.
No, in your dreams, you're being chased by the Squatch. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
If I wake up and I'm having a dream about that, I'm going to be.
You know what? No, you're going to
Yeah.
have a dream about how we started this show. The check is in the mailbox.
Yeah, I know. The checks in
There
the
you
I
go.
hope he's not watching.
Oh my.
Watch you wake up and be like, oh, crap.
I think she's talking about me.
It was real.
No, we're not getting Jody's sister on. That's okay, Greg. Thank you. No.
All right, go and check out Brandon's podcast. Go and check out his team. Give it a like if you haven't done so already, and share out some of his content. He does post some great stuff. And yeah, John, don't
Thank you.
question. There you go.
Don't torture the woman through her dreams.
Through her
Don't do
dreams.
that.
Should we mention the Terrifier for Amanda? We'll save that.
Oh,
for next time.
absolutely.
We'll save that for next time.
What's a
Terrified.
terrifier?
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah, you guys
dive
give me
into
one
it
of
real
those.
quick.
We're gonna go.
All right,
'Cause
so
I'll
the
forget.
movie Terrifier. You should go watch it.
Amanda says, "Shut up."
It's on Peacock for free. Go and check it out. If you're into clowns, if you're into it, but darker and slashier, go and check
I'm
it out.
hearing this banging outside.
Yeah,
It's
what-
the Terrifier.
It's
I
the
don't know what
Terrifier.
that
It's
is.
Art the Clown.
I did hear that.
It's Art the Clown.
Did you hear the banging?
Is it paranormal?
Probably
or
your
is it-
dude out there.
Yeah. Somebody's messing with you.
Have the check in my hand.
Here's the check.
There's a check.
Here's a check. Take it.
We're gonna go now. Thank you, so I can go and put myself in jail.
Oh my god.
We'll have to go talk to the Terrifier.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
You
Thank
too.
you, so much.
Bye.
Thank you, Brandon.
You're welcome. Thank you.